press conference in just a moment. We'll start with Chief Robert Helton, R-O-B-E-R-T-H-E-L-T-O-N. He's the Gastonia Police Chief. And then Supervisory Special Agent Jason Kaplan from the FBI will give a few remarks. His name is spelled J-A-S-O-N-K-A-P-L-A-N. We'll have other representatives from some of the other agencies who are involved in this search, and they'll be able to all answer a few questions at the end.
Good afternoon. I'm Robert Helton. I'm the police chief here in Gastonia. I'd like to thank all of you for helping us keep the community informed about our search for Maddox Ritch. Many of our partners are standing here with me now, but there's many others that are out searching for Maddox at this time. Today we continue to search Rankin Lake on the ground and by air. Train crews on foot and ATVs expanded the search today by 2 miles. Specially trained dogs from the SBI and the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children also covered parts of the terrain. Gastonia EMS and its drone were up in the air as well. We're going to post some of the video from the drone on our Facebook page shortly. We went to businesses today around the park that were not open yesterday to see if they had any surveillance video that could be helpful to us, and also check the areas outside, including dumpsters. The SWAT team checked dozens of dumpsters today by hand. We want to make sure that we're checking every possible spot to find this child. Agents and detectives from more than a dozen local, state, and federal law enforcement agencies continue to conduct interviews today and follow up on any leads. To date, we have generated more than 80 leads to pursue in our search for Maddox. I want to continue to ask the community for help. Rankin Lake this past Saturday, please call us. We have talked to many folks that were out at Rankin Lake Saturday, but there's still many more that we would like to talk to. Their piece of information is too small. Something that you may think is insignificant may help us in this case. We've established a special tip line for information. That number is 704-869-1075. Again, 704-869-1075. Now I'll turn it over to SBI Supervisor Jason Kaplan.
Good afternoon. I want to reiterate what the chief said. The work that's being done right now includes our partners in law enforcement, the community, and the media. And we want to continue to do everything possible to search for Maddox. Right now we have 2 components to this the search for Maddox, and that includes an investigative component, and it also includes the search component. What we're doing involving both of those components is not ruling anything out. We still want to do everything possible to find Maddox, and we're hopeful that we'll be able to do that. We want to give a few more specifics about the clothing that Maddox was wearing on the day that he went missing. Maddox was wearing a shirt that's orange that says, "I'm the man." Now when Maddox wears the shirt, that word "man" covers most of his chest. Maddox is 4 feet tall, he's about 65 pounds, he has blonde hair and blue eyes. We also have a picture of the shoes that Maddox was wearing on that day, and you can see that they look like sandals and they have closed toes. We worked with his mother and his father yesterday, and we recorded messages from them, and we're playing those messages now so that if he's lost in the woods, he'll be able to hear those messages played, and we're hoping that he'll come to the words from his mother and his father. Both his mother and father have been very cooperative with us as we're trying to find their son. Our focus remains unchanged. We're committed to finding Maddox, and we're hopeful to do so. We'll now open it up to any questions, but please keep in mind that our focus is on finding Maddox, and we won't be going into any details about any of the investigation. Thank you.
What are the names of the adults who are with Maddox at the time of his disappearance? What is the relation to Maddox?
Yeah, that's public. That's information that can be found. That is not part of the public record, and in respect for their families, we're not going to reveal their names at this point.
Can you confirm whether or not they were married, separated, divorced, what the dynamic is with his mother and father?
I think the same answer to that is that out of respect for them, we're not going to get into details about their marriage or any of their relationship.
Was the child in school? Was he a school-aged child, or was he not in school yet?
Once again, I think that's private information that we're not going to bring out. I think that we're not going to rule out anything. We're going to take any possibility, and we're going to include that as we work forward.
Are there any other areas that you're searching besides this one and the 2 miles that you've expanded? Any other towns, any other communities?
Yes.
Which ones?
Officer, I'm a minister, and a lot of the community got to me. They're concerned about the parents. They want to know where's the parents, why the parents is not coming up, asking us to help them with that. Now, we got a lot of people in the church and in the community. As a child, the child is not whether he's black, white, green, or what his race is, and we want to help. Why is the parents not going to come up and plead for help for their child?
They've
That's
asked
what we
us
want
to
to
do
know.
that. They've asked us to.
Why they can't come out and
They've
show their
asked-
face? Are they
they've
afraid to
asked
show their
privacy.
face? I've seen it in a lot of cases where parents, child is missing, the grandparents or the parents don't come, the grandparents or member of the family, uncle, and come out and say, this is my niece, my nephew, now we want to find this child. And if the dog, they can go out and look and really find. Now if I go up to that store and steal something at the store and run over in that woods, you get my scent, and the dog's gonna be behind me within 30 minutes or 40 minutes, you will have me. Did the dog find the scent? Come right back to you.
They're asking for your privacy.
I do have a question.
We have a victim services specialist with the mother, keeping her informed, and it's been her wishes
I
for
respect
privacy and the
that.
father for privacy, and so that's something that we're trying to respect.
Do you guys consider the father a suspect at this point?
At this time, we're looking at all possibilities.
But I mean, is that how you're
Other
leaning?
communities that you were searching?
The other community.
The other communities? that you
We're not
were
going to get into the investigation of where we're at right now.
Do you at any point, or is there anything that you have come across that leads you to believe foul play may be involved?
Like I say, we're not ruling anything out, looking at all possibilities right now.
What information can you guys
Last
actually
question.
reveal what information that's new can you guys reveal? Because it seems like you guys haven't revealed much about the people involved, the information of the kid.
One thing that we are doing to add to the search of the lake and the air search is we also have been draining the lake back so that we can see the shoreline, and we're also now taking canine specialty dogs around the lake, just looking for any other possible leads or any other thing that we can find.
Do you have
Chief,
persons
thank
of
you so
interest
much.
right now?
Appreciate you, thank you.
Do you have persons of
Eric,
interest right
she
now?
just wants to ask a question about search, which I think is appropriate.
I'm sorry?
And this will be the last question.
I'm Eric Hendricks, Gaston County Emergency Management Fire Marshal's Office. Yes, ma'am.
It sounds like it's been very specific how you've been conducting the search, whether that be draining the lake back, specialized drones. Can you walk through the tools you're using to try to find?
Certainly. We're using a combination of air assets, which you can hear behind us now. We're using what we call ground pounders, or walking teams that go out and do physical ground searching. We're using drones, both nighttime and daytime drones, high definition, 4K definition type drones to search areas. Again, just like with the lake, we're bringing that down so that we can expose more ground and more areas. We basically use major roadways as our boundaries, and we work back in from those boundaries so that we can say we've got containment, or we feel like we've got containment in certain areas. And as we continue through those areas, we'll just like today, we've been backtracking over areas that we've already covered just to make sure that we're really doing this thing thorough. So that's about it.
Are you going to search here the rest of the night and tomorrow, or when do you guys?
Thank you.
We'll give you an update moving forward as to what the plan is for tonight in the search area. We're getting the FBI wanted poster, the missing poster, updated right now to include the photos of the shirt, of what the shirt looks like, and of the actual shoes. So you'll be able to see that online in a couple of minutes if you did not get a good shot of this here. That will be added, and that's something that we would ask that you would share. I know there's a lot of questions that you guys have, but please understand, if we revealed everything that we know about our investigation to the public, it does not help us to find Maddox. That is what we all should be focused on, is finding this little boy, and we appreciate your help, Norris.
How do you spell your name?
And we'll continue to put out information about any sort of updates or press releases. Check the Gastonia Facebook page too. We're pushing out pictures there of other things that we're doing. There's a lot going on that you guys are not seeing because that is by design, right? You're not supposed to be everywhere that we are.
The update that you were talking about.
I'm not going to answer questions for you guys. I'm just trying to let you know where you can look for information.
I just was wondering, there's going to be another update later today?
Yes, we will look
What
for an
was
update
that?
about what's going to happen here overnight.
Can you spell your name?
SHELLEYLYNCH.
I guess that's my question about the other communities, since we want as many people from the public to be looking. Should we just tell everybody in our viewing area to look
No.
at this point?
Because right now we're just telling people around the park.
Yes.
So that's fine. So this is the only place you think people should be.
Yes,
Okay.
the public should be. Trained people in searches and investigations are looking around this area, and that's really what we need them to focus on. Sometimes the public, general public coming in and doing a search could be more detrimental, as in ruining evidence, other things like that. And I understand that what their thought is, but there are trained people that are doing this and doing this the right
But
way.
why so guarded about basic information around this case?
It's not basic information. It's not part of the public police
The
report
people
right
who were
now, and
there
they're
with them?
asking us for
Okay.
privacy.
All right, thanks.
All right, we need to wrap it up.